You know, I mean, Joshua does that too well. Joshua does that too. He pushes the hand into to land the straight right hand.
Yeah, but
I just think Wilder loads it up, man.
Wilder's
Wilder
more
be like
skinnier.
Wilder be like this.
Yeah.
You said Wilder got a right hand like Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan, he's throwing right now like the Grom.
What do Deontay Wilder and Roger Clemens have in common?
That power. I mean,
the way they throw.
The way they throw is he's pitched like he's pitching, but I think that came back to haunt him against Fury a little bit though.
But isn't throwing the right hand sort of like swinging a bat?
No, it's like throwing the ball. Like
Throwing the ball, swinging back, but you get the hip rotation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
it's
it's
more throwing the ball because when you swing the bat, you got
Nah, I think
So-
I think you can compare more to swinging the back.
So it's more
It
powerful.
depends if you're throwing an overhand
So
or
it's
you're
more-
throwing it down the pipe.
So it's
You're
more
throwing it down the
powerful.
pipe.
Straight right hand.
A straight right hand is like swinging the bat.
So it's more powerful.
If you're throwing,
So-
if you're throwing that,
Look at the hip flap
because
rotation.
the baseball's gonna come more over.
Yeah,
that's why you got to come over.
That's that
The
overhand.
hip
though.
rotation.
That's that overhand.
True.
The hip rotation is the same as the bat.
So the bat, if you hit it, the bat is more powerful than to throw it the ball, or which one is you think is more powerful? I think the ball, right?
the pitching covers they come in. So the top pitcher with like max velocities pitchers are pitching what 98, 97 miles
per hour.
And some people are even hitting over that regularly. Like Syndergaard's throwing 100 on average. Chapman throws 100. The closer Chapman throws 100. So
I can do that anytime if I want to.
it's definitely harder for the batter to hit the ball than vice versa. 100%.
So that
You have like
So you don't want to knock out your
like a split second you see the baseball. If you don't, it's already past you.
so that's a lot of power in
Yeah, so
throwing
there's
a
a lot of
ball,
power.
and,
So, yeah, I
and
think-
eventually
I think
the way.
What's his kid? Adam that comes here, he pitched.
Okay,
And he pitched like minor leagues, I believe.
I think
Minor
yeah.
league baseball. And if you notice, he's strong as hell. He like throws like he throws the right hand.
Like the way, like the way,
He really picks the knee.
the way,
Like
the way Wilder,
the way Wilder throws it is the exact same way he throws it.
So that's a
So I feel like
powerful,
Wilder throws the right hand like he's pitching,
like he's pitching. Wow,
and there's a lot of power on it, a lot of torque on it.
wow.
I just think he could throw shit on a pipe and still get the same effect. If he knew how to,
If you know how to-
it wouldn't be bad for him to learn. Because if he could throw shit on a pipe, he could kind of mix it up. He doesn't always have to throw it over. He could throw it, or get there a little bit faster if he throws it straight on the pipe.
So the question is, can Anthony Joshua
No,
resist
if Wilder catches Joshua, it's over.
Oh,
I've been saying I like Joshua, but Joshua's too heavy. Joshua's too heavy right now.
He's trying to knock me out.
If I honestly believe that, and like people think that, and I like that fight, and I like Joshua. I think he's very skillful. But if Wilder catches Joshua with that overhand
like a
right,
payaso.
now
not gonna happen.
that we're gonna have on June 1st.
You're gonna remember that.
Yeah.
Remember I said that
No,
because you're gonna post that.
you
when I
will be
said-
you will be the first one to say that. Now June 1st, the replacement of Big Baby Miller, whatever things happen, we leave it now behind, is Andy Ruiz, the destroyer. What skills we see in this?
I think Andy
Athlete.
Ruiz is actually a harder fight than Miller, in my opinion. Miller has a lot of holes, and I think Joshua would have been able to pick him apart. Andy Ruiz is very fundamentally he's very sharp. He's got quick hands, fast hands, throws his punches straight down the pipe. Very solid guard. He just hasn't been tested is the main thing. But I think he's gotten better. He's better fundamentally than Miller, from what I've seen from both fighters. And I think people are underestimating him because they haven't heard of him. But it's not gonna be an easy fight. It shouldn't be an easy fight. It should still be. I still think Joshua wins, but it's not gonna be as easy as I think it would have been if he fought Miller. I think Joshua walks through Miller.
That's
And I'm from Brooklyn.
something
And I'm
that
from Brooklyn, so I'm hometown.
I just watched recently a short clip of Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker says that when he received a hit, like a punch from Andy Ruiz, he says that this pain that he had in his jaw, it was like for 3 days he couldn't, eat. So
When you look back on it, there was actually, I think there was a little bit of it was a controversial win for Parker. I didn't get to watch that fight, but from what I heard, I don't think he like clearly won. I think they kind of gave him one. It was one of those fights where it could have probably went either way, and they gave him one. So that goes to show you that he's no slouch if he beat Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker kind of. Joshua beat Parker clearly, but he gave him some trouble with the head movement a little bit. So I think Andy Ruiz got some tools that he can possibly make it a fight. It's not gonna be no walkthrough fight.
So June 1st is not gonna be easy fight for Anthony Joshua. Like a lot of people think that Andy Ruiz is gonna get knocked out, you know, easily.
An easy fight, but I wouldn't say it's gonna be like the hardest fight he's ever had. It's gonna be hard to top the Klitschko fight until he fights Wilder. But I think it should be an interesting fight, and I think it's definitely worth a watch, 100%.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a harder fight than it would have been against Miller, is what I will say.
So wow, that's I would say that's a fair fight, you know, for Andy Ruiz, because Andy Ruiz he was looking, you know, this fight like everybody else, you know, like Big Baby Miller, but unfortunately things, you know, went wrong with Big Baby Miller. So now we have June 1st, AJ Ruiz.
It should be a solid fight.
So that's gonna
be a solid fight. And, I wish he would have fought Ortiz though. I would have loved to see that. Ortiz's team, they dropped the ball on that. I think that would have been a good fight. I would have loved to see how that went. I would have loved to see how Luis Ortiz and Joshua fought in comparison to Wilder and Ortiz, just to compare and just see what both of them did and how they handled the fight. But we got Ruiz, and I think it's going to be a solid fight.
Yeah, and I think Ortiz would have make a great fight, because Ortiz, his footwork and, you know, also have power. That would be interesting to see how Joshua can handle, you know, a Luis Ortiz. I mean, a lot of people underestimate Luis Ortiz because they said it's kind of all and everything, but I don't see it that way.
Against Wilder, I wouldn't use that excuse that he was old. He hasn't really looked that good in recent fights, though. In his most recent fight, I was kind of like, he looked a step slower than normal, and he took a lot of punches he probably shouldn't have been taking, given the level of opposition. So I don't know. It's only that he is a little. He's not on the good side of father time. He's definitely 40, you know, 40 or over. We don't even know that. Nobody knows the exact age, but he's definitely probably 40 or over.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be harder for him to get a fight like that as he gets older. So he should have. I think he should have took that fight. He should have took the $5 million. That was the biggest payday I believe of his career.
Yeah, I think.
And his team asked for 10.
Whew.
So come on. How you go from 5 to 10?
Oh my God.
How you go from 5 to 10?
That's that's incredible. I mean, those numbers, hey, it's hard to see it again. And I would say June 1st we won't miss, you know, these fights. And Victor Candelario over here, Jason Cross also over here.